Hello, and welcome to another edition of WTF Just Happened Today, your essential guide to making the news make sense. It's Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, and I'm Matt Kieser. Today's edition was written and edited by me, and this audio version was narrated using text-to-speech and a clone of my voice. Same stories, just rewritten for audio. Now, here's what just happened today. First up, Trump used his first State of the Union of his second term to insist that our nation is back, calling it a turnaround for the ages, and that the roaring economy is roaring like never before, even as 39% of Americans said they approve of Trump's handling of the economy. In a record-setting address that ran about 1 hour and 47 minutes, Trump pointed to the stock market, gasoline prices, mortgage rates, and inflation measures as proof the country is in a golden age, and he blamed Democrats for affordability concerns, dismissing it as a dirty, rotten lie, saying, "You caused that problem." Trump also doubled down on tariffs after the Supreme Court struck down key parts of his economic policy, calling it a very unfortunate ruling and a disappointing ruling, while promising to keep tariffs in place using fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. He predicted the tariffs would substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax. Nearly an hour in, Trump challenged lawmakers to stand or sit, saying, "If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens." Most Democrats stayed seated, and Trump responded, "Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself," and repeatedly said, "These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy." Trump asked Congress to codify his efforts to lower drug prices, backed a ban on stock trading by members of Congress and their spouses, and pitched a government-backed retirement option for workers without employer matches, saying the government would match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. He also demanded the full and immediate restoration of DHS funding amid the shutdown fight, and urged passage of the Save America Act to require proof of citizenship to vote, claiming cheating is rampant and saying Democrats want to cheat, have cheated, and we're going to stop it. On Iran, Trump said the U.S. was in negotiations and that Iran wants to make a deal, but said, "We haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon." Trump closed by declaring, "The golden age of America is upon us," and promising, "Our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before." Governor Abigail Spanberger delivered the Democratic Party's response, asking, "Is the president working for you?" We all know the answer is no. Next, Trump's nominee for Surgeon General, wellness influencer Dr. Casey Means, refused to recommend routine measles and flu vaccines for children during her confirmation hearing. Means repeated that vaccines save lives, that "I'm supportive of vaccination," and that parents need to have a conversation with their pediatrician, but she declined to rule out a vaccine autism link, instead saying, "We do not know what causes autism," adding that we should not leave any stones unturned and to keep vaccines on the table. In other news, the Justice Department said it's reviewing whether it improperly withheld Epstein-related records listed in evidence logs, including FBI notes and summaries tied to allegations that Trump sexually abused a minor. The missing records included records from 3 FBI interviews in 2019 with a South Carolina woman who reported being sexually abused by Jeffrey Epstein and later made allegations involving Trump. And Representative Robert Garcia said he is opening an investigation and demanded that the Justice Department explain the omissions. Meanwhile, the Trump administration said it will not provide Congress with the unredacted intelligence behind a whistleblower complaint involving Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, citing executive privilege. Senator Mark Warner and Representative Jim Himes said the heavily redacted complaint left them unable to verify even the basic allegation about a foreign conversation involving Jared Kushner, and the Trump administration said the claims about Kushner were false but offered no evidence. Also, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration from deporting migrants to third countries they're not from. U.S. District Judge Brian Murphy said the policy violated due process by allowing removals on as little as 6 hours' notice, and he faulted Homeland Security for relying on undisclosed diplomatic assurances. Murphy stayed the order for 15 days to allow an appeal, and the ruling did not apply to migrants removed under expedited removal authorities. Finally, a White House staffer appeared to have operated a large anonymous pro-Trump X account that amplified official Trump administration messaging. Johnny MAGA was linked through a shared phone number and public records to Garrett Wade, a White House staffer who works in rapid response, helping run White House social media, the anonymous account regularly boosted. That's all for now. You can find the full edition and all the cited sources at WTFJHT.com. And if you have a minute, help me improve this audio edition. WTFJHT.com/feedback. Thanks for listening. I'm Matt Keyser, and I'm glad you're here.